Tasha, we're going to start our canter work today, and in the canter we have two seats that we use. One is the 3-point, and that's 2 legs and a seat in the saddle. The other is 2-point, which is rising up through your heel, deep in your heel, and that's 2 legs. 2-point, 2 legs. Deep in your heel, rising up. 3-point sinking down with the motion of the horse, light in the saddle with a lot of weight distributed through your heel. For years and during the filming of these videos, I have interchanged the terms 2-point and half seat. For clarity and standardization, I have now decided to use the term 2-point as an exercise to develop your half seat. Now, the trick is to be comfortable in both seats. Be comfortable in the full seat, in the 3-point, and to be comfortable in the 2-point. Master both seats and use them where they apply. In the sport, in the ring, in showing, in cross country, in eventing, or in many situations on the flat, in transitions, and you change your position, and you must be comfortable rising up in a 2-point in your gallop, sinking down into a 3-point in the ordinary canter. Reality is, when schooling over fences or competing, we must use and master 4 seats. Most of our jumping will be in a half seat, as described, seat bones out of the saddle with a hip angle of approximately 30 degrees with some variation, or a light seat which sinks a little closer to the saddle and the hip angle either remains the same or adjusts more open if the situation calls for it. There are times on course when a full seat, where our legs are strongest, will be useful, and even a driving seat where we get behind the motion to occasionally drive a spooky or a balky horse or a way out of a desperate forward situation. If you want to just go ahead and pick up a canter in a 3-point position, think about having a lot of weight in your heel, light seat bones with the motion of the horse. Excellent. Excellent. I'd like you to make a change and go the other direction. Just do a simple change. Pick up your canter. Nice deep heel. Every time the front legs hit the ground, your heels go deep, deep, deep. When you want to use your legs and you have to squeeze a little, maybe your horse is a little behind, you have to nudge him up, you squeeze a little and then refresh the depth in your heel. Now Tasha's going to take a little weight out of her heel, put too much weight in the saddle, and not have enough heel depth. And you can see the difference. Now, as you come by the long wall, change, deepen your heel, way deep. Now take the weight out and sit hard. Now deep again. Nice deep heel here, deeper. Now let your heel relax, deep seat. Now more weight in your heel. So you want a distribution of weight, deepen your heel, light seat bones with the motion of the canter. That's a down and forward motion. Down and forward, and deep, deep, deep in the heel. Excellent, Tasha. Walk for a minute. Great, Tasha. That was a great demonstration of 3-point. Now, if you would, pick up your canter, rise up into a 2-point, deep in your heel, and just a normal 2-point with normal hip angle, and you rise up deep in your heel and not standing on your toe. Excellent. Take the weight in your heel, Tasha, so the heel becomes your shock absorber and not your seat going up and down. Rather than our seat bouncing up and down, we want to absorb the bounce with our 3 shock absorbers, our heel through a flexible ankle, along with our hip and knee joints. Sink down in the saddle a little closer. Sink down a little closer to the saddle. Yes. Now, Tasha, to show the difference, instead of in 2-point through your heel, just go ahead and stand on your toe in the 2-point. a little more on your toe. That's it. Now the leg comes too far back and you're toppled over the front. Now drive your heel down again, way down. Excellent. Rise up on your toe again to show the difference. Deepen your heel again, deeper, really deep. Excellent. Now you're in balance with the horse. Sink down to your 3-point again. Deep heel. Rise up to your 2-point through your heel. Excellent job. In our 2-point, where we're up out of the tack in our heels, balanced correctly over the horse, every time the horse's front legs hit the ground, my heel goes down, 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 down. Now this horse has a tendency to be slightly behind my legs, so I nudge him up. Now I can focus on my heel. Down, down, down. Nudge him up again. Make a little correction. Otherwise I can't focus on my heel. I want him to carry me. Down, deeper, deeper, deeper. Every time the front feet hit the ground, deep, deep, deep. Now he's moving without me having to leg him, so I can focus more. Heels, deep, 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 deep. If our leg gets too far behind us here, I find that I'm toppled over the front end, and I feel like I'm falling on my chin with my leg here. I'm not supporting my upper body correctly in the 2-point. My legs are on constantly. My legs back a couple inches, my heels up, and I'm all topply on the front end. Here, with my leg too far out in front of me, I feel I'm having to catch up all the time. I'm behind the motion with my seat, with my leg too braced in front of me, and it's pushing me back in the saddle, and I can't keep up. So you want to establish a leg that's correct. Establish a leg that supports your upper body. Now I feel I'm not behind, nor am I toppled to the front. A great exercise for a rider who has habitually a leg too far back. To fix that, exaggerate the leg forward for 1 week or 2 weeks until it falls into the normal place. So bridge the reins, take a little piece of mane, and put your leg forward and back to normal and forward. Hold it for 3 or 4 strides and normal. Both legs forward and normal. Let go of the mane. Exaggerate your legs forward and normal. Forward and normal. And in a short time, the rider, instead of being here with his leg in the 2-point, learns that he can move his leg to the normal position and still feel comfortable. My range of motion topic gives you an exercise to enhance your ability to call on this leg position when the occasional situation presents itself. We talk a lot about stability in the tack, in downward transitions, halting, steadying in a line, being strong enough with your fingers and arms when you have to apply pressure on the mouth and not pull yourself around your knee to the horse, or not topple on a horse that stumbles. Strength and stability comes from the lower leg being correct and the heel being able to deepen and go slightly forward from the normal, slightly forward, 1 inch, half an inch, 1 inch, enough to get the job done. This can be invisible, this can be visible. It depends on the situation. On a runaway, it's going to be very visible. I want a lot of stability and strength. on a runaway. On a horse that's just dragging me, on a jumper that's dragging me, I want stability, not as exaggerated. On a hunter that's being a little strong and I'm trying to hide it, I want enough heel depth that I'm not here, that I'm balanced and I have a little, my fingers are strong. Now, this is not possible if we haven't followed the building blocks. The foundation cannot be wrong in order to have that little pressure down when we need it. Here I'm going to make a halt deep in my heel. Very deep in my heel. I felt very stable in the tack, had enough strength, didn't pull myself over his mouth.